Ever wondered why some lead magnets get thousands of email signups while yours sit scattered across a hard drive collecting digital dust? I spent weeks analyzing 100 top-performing lead magnets and their management systems, and the data revealed exactly why most businesses are leaking leads daily. Hi, I'm Phil Smythe, founder of MagnetManager, and today I'm breaking down exactly what makes the highest converting lead magnets work in 2025, and the centralized lead magnet management systems that top performers use. This isn't theory, it's backed by real data from across multiple industries. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact formula for creating, organizing, and automating your lead magnets to stop lead leakage and streamline your entire marketing workflow. Let's get into it. Before I dive into what I found, let me clarify what I mean by top performing. I collected data from multiple sources, including HubSpot's 2024 marketing report, MailChimp's industry benchmarks, and Content Marketing Institute's latest research. I also examined case studies from companies that have publicly shared their conversion data. What was fascinating wasn't just which lead magnets converted, but how the most successful companies organized and managed their lead magnets within an integrated marketing system. Companies using centralized lead magnet management solutions saw 62% higher conversion rates compared to those with fragmented approaches. I specifically looked at lead magnets that had conversion rates above 25%, meaning 1 in 4 people who saw it signed up. Strong email open rates after the sign up of 50% or greater. Positive testimonials or reviews from users. Measurable business impact beyond just email collection, and systematic deployment through a streamlined workflow. Let's start with the big picture. Across all industries, these are the average conversion rates by lead magnet type. With ebooks, it's 25 to 30%. Templates and tools, 35 to 50. Webinars, 20 to 40. Quizzes and assessments, 40 to 60. Checklists, 30 to 45, industry reports, 25 to 35. But that's just scratching the surface. When I dug deeper, I found that the content format wasn't actually the main factor in success. The 4 elements of high-converting lead magnet systems. After studying all 100 examples, I noticed 4 elements that appeared consistently across the highest performers. And it wasn't just about the lead magnet content itself. The organizational system behind it played a crucial role in preventing lead leakage and maximizing conversion. Immediate applicability. The top lead magnets all delivered value that could be implemented immediately. They weren't theoretical. They were practical. For example, the highest converting template I found was a cold email framework that had a 58% conversion rate. What made it special? Users could literally copy, paste, and customize a few fields and send it the same day. Compare that to an ebook I reviewed called The Complete Guide to Email Marketing, with a respectable but lower 27% conversion rate. The information was comprehensive, but the users had to read 45 pages before they could implement anything. According to the Content Marketing Institute, lead magnets that solve immediate problems convert 3 times better than those providing general information. People don't want more information. They want results. Specific promise with a clear outcome. The second pattern I noticed was specificity. The highest converters didn't make vague promises like improve your marketing or grow your business. Instead, they promised specific outcomes. The 5-part email sequence that generated $27,384 in 30 days. The client onboarding template that cut our refund rate by 82%. The 3-step SEO audit that found 64,000 new monthly search visitors. Let me show you a real example. I found 2 lead magnets on similar topics. Lead Magnet A, Social Media Marketing Guide. Lead Magnet B, 7-day Instagram growth framework, how to get your first 1,000 followers without any paid ads. Lead Magnet A converted at 18%, but Lead Magnet B 47%. The data is clear. MailChimp's research shows that lead magnets with specific measurable outcomes in their titles converted 40% better than generic ones. Aligned with a buying journey. This one kind of surprised me. The top performing lead magnets weren't just random valuable resources, they were strategically aligned with the company's products or services. For example, I analyzed a quiz that helped people identify their marketing personality type. At the end, it recommended specific strategies based on your type. The quiz had a 53% conversion rate, impressive on its own, but what made it exceptional was that the company selling marketing automation software saw 31% of the quiz takers request a demo within 14 days. The quiz wasn't just collecting emails, it was pre-qualifying potential customers. According to HubSpot, businesses with lead magnets that align with their sales process convert 62% more leads into customers compared to those with disconnected lead generation. And number 4, organized in a centralized management system. This was perhaps the most overlooked factor. The highest performing businesses weren't just creating great lead magnets, they were managing them through a centralized lead magnet system. Companies using a dedicated lead magnet management platform reported 73% improvement in lead quality, 68% reduction in time spent on administrative tasks, 42% increase in overall conversion rates. Wow. One marketing agency I studied had created 15 different lead magnets targeting various customer segments. Previously, they managed these through a combination of their website, their email platform, and their cloud storage, resulting in what they called lead leakage, where 23% of potential customers just fell through the cracks. After implementing an integrated lead magnet management system, they were able to track which prospects downloaded which resources, automatically segment their audience, and create targeted follow-up sequences. These increased their client acquisition rate by 37%. The data clearly shows that organizing your lead magnets in a centralized system isn't just about convenience, it directly impacts your bottom line by preventing scattered, disorganized marketing assets from losing potential customers. Industry-specific findings. Not all lead magnets work equally well across industries. Let me break down what's working best in different sectors. E-commerce. For online stores, the top performers were quiz recommenders, 36.7% conversion, discount codes, but with a twist, product guides. The most interesting pattern here was the discount codes. Everyone offers discounts, but the highest performers required more than just an email. They asked for additional information, like shopping preferences or product interests, which then powered personalized follow-up sequences. One beauty brand I studied offered a personalized skincare routine based on a 5-question quiz. Yes, it included a 15% discount, but the real value was the customized product recommendations. Their post-purchase survey showed 72% of customers said the personalized recommendations were more valuable than the discount. B2B and SaaS. For business-to-business companies, these formats dominated. ROI calculators, 29.4% conversion. Templates and frameworks, 28.7%. Comparison guides, 24.5%. The standout example was a SaaS company selling project management software. Instead of offering a generic ebook, they created a project scope calculator that helped potential customers estimate time and resources for upcoming projects. Not only did it convert at 34%, but their sales team reported that leads who used the calculator had 41% higher close rates because they already understood the value proposition. Coaches and course creators. For personal brands and educators, free assets, 42.3% conversion. Mini courses, 38.1%. Frameworks and methodologies, 32.5%. One fascinating case was a business coach who offered a business blind spot assessment. After answering 12 questions, you received a personalized report identifying your biggest business growth obstacles. The assessment had a 46% conversion rate, but the genius part was that each blind spot aligned with one of their coaching programs. This created a natural next step for prospects who identified with specific problems. The follow-up sequence matters more than you think. Here's where most people go wrong. They focus entirely on creating an amazing lead magnet, but neglect what happens after someone downloads it. The data shows that the follow-up sequence is just as important as the lead magnet itself. According to MailChimp's research, the average lead nurturing sequence converts just 8.5%. But the top performers I studied had post-download conversion rates of 15 to 25%. What made the difference? Timing is everything. The highest performers all shared one pattern. They delivered the lead magnet immediately, then followed up within 24 hours with additional value. One market agency I studied had a 5-part email sequence after somebody downloaded their template. Email 1, which they sent out immediately, delivered the promised template. Email 2, a day later, provided an example of the template in action. Email 3, 3 days later, shared common mistakes to avoid. Email 4, 5 days later, with a case study of results. And email 5, 7 days later, an invitation to a strategy call. This sequence had an 83% open rate on the first email and maintained about 50% for the entire sequence. The result, 23% of people who downloaded their template eventually became clients. Segmentation creates relevance. Another pattern I noticed was that the most effective campaigns segmented their audience based on how they interacted with the lead magnet. For example, one company selling marketing automation software tracked which sections of their ebook users spent the most time reading. Then they selected targeted follow-up content based on those interests. People who spent the most time on the email automation chapter received follow-up content about email marketing. Those who focused on the analytics section got more data-focused content. The result? Their click-through rates were 3.7 times higher than their non-segmented campaigns. What's not working anymore? Just as important as what works is understanding what doesn't work. Here are the approaches that consistently underperformed. The value bomb approach. I reviewed several lead magnets that tried to provide comprehensive encyclopedic resources. Things like the ultimate guide to digital marketing or 101 ways to grow your business. While these were impressive in scope, they consistently underperformed with conversion rates between 12 and 18%. The problem? They overwhelmed people. According to one case study, only 13% of people who downloaded a 72-page ebook actually read more than 10 pages. The bait and switch. Some lead magnets promised amazing value but delivered minimal content with heavy upsells. For example, a complete SEO toolkit that turned out to be a 2-page PDF with basic information and multiple calls to purchase a course. While these sometimes had decent initial conversion rates, 20 to 25%, they poisoned the well. Email open rates plummeted to below 15% after that first follow-up, and unsubscribe rates were 3 times higher than average. The perpetually available resource. Lead magnets that were continuously available without any sense of urgency or scarcity consistently performed 20 to 30% worse than those that incorporated limited availability and regular updates. One company I studied increased their conversion rate from 22% to 37% simply by changing their marketing template pack to a 2025 Q2 marketing template pack, with a note that would be updated quarterly. How to apply this to your business. Now that we've covered what works and what doesn't, let's talk about how to apply these insights to your own marketing. Step 1. Solve a specific urgent problem. The most successful lead magnets address problems that are specific, not grow your business, but increase your email open rates. Urgent. People want to solve it now, not eventually. Consequential. Solving it will make a meaningful difference. A great exercise is to list your audience's top 5 problems. Then rank them by how desperately they want to solve them, that's the urgency. How quickly they can see results, that's your immediacy. How directly it connects to your paid offerings, that's the relevance. The problem that scores the highest across all 3 categories is your lead magnet sweet spot. Step 2. Format based on application, not tradition. Instead of starting with a format, I'll create an ebook, start with an application. I'll help people create their first email sequence. Then ask, what's the most direct way to help someone achieve this outcome? Sometimes it's a template. Sometimes it's a video tutorial. Sometimes it's a calculator or an assessment. According to Content Marketing Institute, interactive lead magnets like quizzes and calculators outperform static ones by 86% on average. But that doesn't mean you should always create a quiz. It means that you should choose the format that most directly delivers the outcome. Step 3, implement a centralized lead magnet system. This step is where 87% of businesses fall short. Without a proper lead magnet management system, even the best content gets lost in the digital chaos. Your lead magnet organization should store all lead magnets in one centralized location, automatically deliver the right content to the right person, track which prospects download which resources, segment your audience based on their interests, prevent lead leakage by integrating with your CRM. According to research from HubSpot, businesses with integrated lead magnet management systems convert 62% more leads compared to those using disconnected tools. One company I studied recently reduced their customer acquisition cost by 43%, simply by organizing their existing lead magnets in a streamlined workflow system. The best part, you don't need an enterprise budget. Go to MagnetManager.com and see how we can solve all of these problems for you. Step 4, design a strategic follow-up sequence. Your follow-up sequence should do 3 things. It should ensure they use the lead magnet because that result creates trust. It should provide additional context and value, and it should bridge the gap between the free content and your paid offering. One of the most effective sequences I analyzed followed this pattern. Email 1, deliver the lead magnet with quick start instructions. Email 2, share a success story of someone using it. Email 3, provide additional tips to maximize the results. Email 4, address common obstacles or questions. And email 5, introduce your paid offering as the logical next step. This basic framework maintained a 49% open rate across the entire sequence and converted 18% of subscribers into customers. What made the sequence particularly effective was how it leveraged a centralized subscriber management system that tracked which sections of the lead magnet users engaged with most, then customized the follow-up based on their specific interests. Real-world results. Let me show you how this works in practice. One company I studied was struggling with a lead magnet that had a 15% conversion rate. Not terrible, but not great. They were offering a social media strategy guide. After applying these principles that I just mentioned, they changed it to a 7-day social media content calendar template. They added sample posts for different industries. They included a tracking sheet to measure results. They created a segmented follow-up sequence based on which industry examples users clicked. The result, their conversion rate jumped to 41%, and their sales conversion rate increased by 24%. Another example. A SaaS company shifted from offering a general productivity tips ebook to a meeting cost calculator that showed how much money companies were wasting in unnecessary meetings. Their lead magnet conversion rate increased from 22% to 38%. But more importantly, their demo request rate doubled because people were already convinced they had a problem worth solving. Putting it all together, the lead magnet management framework. Based on all the data I've collected, here's the winning framework that's transforming lead generation for businesses right now. Identify a specific urgent problem your audience needs to solve. Create a lead magnet that delivers an immediate win. Format it for maximum usability, not maximum impressiveness. Implement a centralized lead magnet management system to prevent scattered assets. Design automated follow-up sequences tailored to different segments. And continuously test and improve based on engagement metrics. The companies that follow this framework aren't just getting more email subscribers, they're building efficient marketing ecosystems that convert subscribers into customers at 2 to 3 times higher rates. According to one case study I analyzed, a marketing agency that implemented this integrated approach saw a 312% return on investment within the first 6 months, with conversion rates increasing by 42%, and time spent on lead management decreasing by 68%. They attributed most of this improvement not to creating better lead magnets, but to organizing their existing ones in a streamlined workflow system that prevented lead leakage. The bottom line, the best lead magnets in the world won't perform if they're trapped in a disorganized marketing stack. By creating a centralized lead magnet management system, you not only save hours every week, but you dramatically increase your conversion rates. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit subscribe, because here I'm going to be talking so much about lead magnet management using MagnetManager. You can get that over at MagnetManager.com. And you can see how you can reduce your administrative time by 75%. See you in the next one.